Hey, what's going on, guys? Victor here. And today I've got something kind of a little different, something kind of special. I'm gonna be showing you how I make my credits because a couple guildmates have asked, like, "Oh, Vic, how do you make your credits? How do you buy, this and that and all that?" And today I'm gonna be showing you exactly what I do and what you can do too, to make pretty much as many credits as you want. Doing the things that I'm about to show you, you'll be able to buy any mounts or toys or armor sets. Pretty much the GTN is your playground when you start using these methods. So I kind of break them down into three methods. The first type I like to call the labor-intensive method, and that would be doing like heroics in a full group. That's a great way to make credits, especially if you're just getting started. You can make anywhere from like 3 to 5 million credits if you run all of them in a full group, and it's really fun. Here in Knee Deep in Sith, we run them pretty much every day, so you always see someone like, anyone want to run like heroics, and it's gonna be real fun. So that's a great way to make credits, especially if you just hit max level or if you're leveling. That's a great way to level and earn credits. So that would be my first sort of recommendation. The second sort of labor intensive way would be watching for deals at Fleet. Just go to Fleet, kind of relax, sit back, watch for deals. Sometimes people will post DMCs for like 700K. That's a great one. I love to buy those. I'll just pop them from those guys and I'll put them up on the GTN for about a mil. And, within an hour or two, you've made about 300,000 credits just because some guy was impatient. He didn't want to wait for the GTN, so he sold you something at a discount. And I love to do that. You can do that with decorations, armor sets, pretty much anything. It's a real great way to do it. The last sort of way that's pretty labor intensive would be doing ops. And this is great because getting your set bonus and everything is something you're probably going to be doing anyways. But if you happen to get the DMC drops or a deco drop or something like that, you can go ahead and sell that on the GTN as well. And that'll net you potentially millions. DMCs go for about a million each, and they sell really fast. The exotic isotope stabilizers, or whatever those are called, those go for not as much, but if you get a little stack of those, you could earn 500,000 or so just by casually doing these story mode ops. There's always groups going. You can look in fleet. Sometimes you could even get in on hard modes once you have your set bonus and things like that, if you're up for that. So those are kind of the labor-intensive ways. The next one is, of course, my favorite, and I like to call those the slash chair method because I like to come to the stronghold here, do slash chair, and I'm just sitting here and I don't have to get up at all. I can look here in my bank and can look in the legacy storage and sit here and look at the GTN and do everything kind of from this chair. And I think that's the best because sometimes heroics can get a little boring if you're doing a bunch of them or things like that. But what exactly do I do from this chair? Well, I play the GTN. What I'll do is I'll look up I don't know, any item, any of the new packs item. So you could look up the Revolution as one of the mounts. So 7275, and then you might make like 700,000 credits just by sort of flipping those items. Always keep an eye out for deals like this. I've got a small handful of items that I watch, and I'll check 5 or 6 times throughout the day. Uh, so you can buy low, sell high. That's a great way to make credits. The next one is just sort of sitting on investments. Buy the big ticket items from each new pack. Buy them when they're kind of low in price, and then sit on them. Just wait. Uh, Put them in your bank. Sit on them for a few months until after the current pack has changed, and then they'll appreciate in value because you don't have a bunch of people that are trying to sell theirs all at once. So you can kind of set your own price. You can usually get more credits that way. And really, all you've done is held something in your inventory. It didn't take any work at all. It's just sitting there, and it's making you credits. One other way is kind of the slash chair method. I like it. It's just throughout the week when you accumulate your glowing or common data crystals, um, you can convert those into either companion gifts for the common ones, and you can either use those yourself or sell them to people. They're in pretty high demand because of the new companion system. You've got all the way up to 50, so these things take a lot of gifts. So these are always in high demand, or you can use them yourself. And lastly would be the glowing data crystals. For every 25, you can turn them into these exotic isotope stabilizers. And these go for about 40k each. Not very much, but over time, throughout the week, I find that I usually can get a nice stack, 10 or 20 of these. And then you sell those, and it's kind of like free credits on top of everything that you've kind of been doing anyways throughout the week. So that's kind of the slash chair method. I love that. And the third sort of way that you can make credits is using the cartel market. So you can look in here, say you have like a lot of money, or you have some cartel coins from achievements, or anything like that. You can go in here and buy items. So one way is to buy these hyper crates, or just regular crates, depending on how much money you have. And say you open them up and you find unstable arbiter's lightsaber, you can sell that for a lot of credits. Kind of any of the big ticket items is what you're hoping for, but it's not a guaranteed like you're going to get millions of credits, but usually the return on your investment is fairly okay. Another way to make credits from the cartel market is they'll have like kind of these weekly featured sales. So they'll offer like an armor set or a mount for direct sale in the cartel market. Those are kind of a good way to make credits as well. If it's an item that's in high demand, um, you can buy them on the cartel market, sell them later, hold on to them for a while, wait for the supply to go down, then sell them. That's a great way to make credits if you have the real money, but always compare your dollar to credit ratio, which is what I always look at. Compare, say, this is for 250, so would I make more by selling this, or would I make more by, say, buying this hair option and then selling a whole bunch of them? That's kind of, you'll have to do the math yourself. You have to look at it, but always remember these packs are kind of risky. But that's kind of the risk you take when you open packs. But you can definitely make some great credits by doing that. The last sort of tips that I have are turning the credits that you have into more credits. And this is something that I haven't really seen in a lot of other videos. They'll tell you, oh, do heroics, but buy low, sell high. But one thing that I love to do is turn the credits that I have into even more credits. So what I'll do is I'll get, some credits stacked up, however much I need, and then I'll go to the GTN and I'll look at kind of the big ticket items from the packs. Stuff that I know is cheaper now, but once the pack is unavailable, it's going to sell for a whole lot of credits. One thing that I love to buy a bunch of are these companion licenses that you can turn in on the fleet. They award you a certain companion or whatever. The Nexu is the one that I've invested most heavily into. I think I had like 5 or 6 of these. And I bought them for about 5 million each, and now they're going from anywhere from 7 to 10. So just by sitting on them for just a few weeks, I've already made back almost doubled my money. You can do this kind of, I love these commemorative statues. Those are a great way to do it. Just watch for kind of the big ticket items that are available in each pack, and buy them and then sell them later. Another kind of riskier way is to just buy the hyper crates outright, and I've got several characters that I do this on so it doesn't clog up my bank. But I'll open maybe 5 or 6 hyper crates from each pack, new pack. I'll open 5 or 6 hyper crates, and then you get some big ticket items, things like that you'll sell. But they take up a lot of space. You have to hold on to them for a while, so a lot of people don't really like to do that as much. But if you've got free alts and you've got the credits, I think that's really my favorite way to make money, and it also allows you access to all of the new emotes and toys and armor sets if you're looking for one, or you might get that item that you've been looking for. So that's really a great way to turn the money that you have into more money. It just takes time. So patience is a big thing. But with all the heroics and things, you can invest some, spend some, and you'll just have more credits than you know what to do with using these methods. Um, so that's kind of how to make your credits. One thing before I go is holding on to your credits. Saving is a big problem for a lot of people in this game. It seems like it's like you want to buy that one armor set, or you want to buy that lightsaber, whatever it is. I'm guilty of this too. You see something and you're just like kind of the spur of the moment, like, oh, I'll just buy that, and then you just spent 20 million credits on something, and maybe you wanted it as bad as you thought you did, maybe you didn't, but now you're out all those credits. What do you do? So one thing that I like to do with my credits is I'll send, after I make a certain amount, I'll just kind of send the majority of them to an alt. So that's kind of my money storage. So I'll just send them all there. So I'll keep some here for myself, but I'll send a bunch to this alt. And then if I see something that's super expensive, I won't be tempted to just buy it outright because then I'd have to switch characters, mail over the credits, kind of inconvenient. So that adds that little extra nudge in the direction of saving. But a great way to save your credits is just to sit on any like potential purchases that you're thinking about. Just sleep on them. Say you found something for a great deal today, and you're thinking like, oh, I might want to buy that. Maybe I want to buy this mount or whatever. Just give it a day. If you come back tomorrow and you still really want it, then go ahead and buy it. But if you're just buying it because, oh, you think it looks cool or whatever, do some research. Look on Dolphy, look for videos of people using it, that sort of thing, so you know what it looks like, you know what you're getting, you're not disappointed. That's especially a big deal with like these emotes and everything. I always look those up. Always use like Tor Fashion or Dolphy, like always use that stuff so you know exactly what you're getting. Never be surprised by the items that you have. That's kind of the biggest tip, really. Um, so yeah, that's really about it. That's how I make my credits. I like to buy the hyper crates, run heroics. I'll do like events, buy crystals, sell them, certain things like that. Just kind of find creative ways to make money, but then turn your money into more money and invest in things like that. And soon enough, you'll have more credits than you'll probably know what to do with. So, thanks everybody for watching. Um, oops. And I hope to see you soon in my upcoming videos. So, take care. As always, feel free to use my referral link if you're coming back to Star Wars, or say you want to try Star Wars out and you think you might want to try it. Feel free to use that link. You get a couple goodies, and I think I do too. So that's a great way to show your support. And feel free to send any of my characters or anyone that you see from Knee Deep in Sith for an invite. Everybody's welcome. Feel free to come and join us. We're on the Harbinger, and the guild is Knee Deep in Sith. So thanks. I'll see you later.